Alright, so let's talk about Absolute Tactics, Daughters of Mercy. This game is a turn-based tactical RPG. Think of the gameplay very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics and, Tactics Ogres, that type of thing. So, is this game worth your time and money? Hopefully I can answer that for you guys today. I'll be going over some story, some gameplay, and then my final thoughts and if I ultimately recommend it. So, let's jump right into things. The game released on September 15th, 2022. It was published by Akupara Games and developed by Curious Fates. I'm playing it on Steam, and it goes for $24.99 US, single player only, with some Steam achievements and full controller support. So let's jump into the story. It begins with you playing as a guy named Huxley. He is on a little adventure, learning the ropes, trying to get out there and just prove his worth. You fight a little bit of monsters, find a little treasure, and all of a sudden you get this little voice inside of your head telling you, hey, something bad's gonna happen, head on over back to your town, etc. As you walk back on over, you find a sort of farm being overrun and taken over by some crazy dark evil looking knights. They see you, they run around, and then they summon some sort of vampire ghouls and you fight them off. You then learn that, hey, these guys are invading your country, invading your town, and they are looking for a lot of energy called the Amenia. And the father, who is the big bad of the whole thing, has a bunch of daughters. I think that's why it's called Daughters of Mercy, and he chooses the daughters to take over certain areas, and it's up to you and your band of misfits, composed of a dog, friends, some rogue people that you meet, to go all over and take them out, and that's pretty much the story. So how's the gameplay like? Well, it kind of goes like this. This is the whole gameplay loop. You're going to be looking at a cutscene of a story, and then you're going to be doing some sort of battles, and then you're going to be going to the main hub where you can customize, manage your people, do optional missions, and then you go on missions again. So it's basically, manage stuff, missions, manage stuff, missions, manage stuff, missions. It's kind of like that. Very mission based. You're not walking around or anything like that. So, how does the battle work first before we get into more of the details of customization and stuff? Well, it's your typical turn-based, grid-based game where you are going to be taking turns depending on how fast you are against the enemies, and basically everyone has a move. It's grid based. There's lots of different traps you can do. Maps are very varied. It's like small maps and then sometimes gigantic maps with dozens of units at once. But basically it's, for the most part, there are some special things to do in most of these sort of missions, but primarily it's defeat the enemies or they're going to kill you, right? So you're going to be moving, attacking, and then using your special abilities. Pretty much that's it. There are some hazards to deal with, some traps to deal with, but yeah, that's it. Now, does it actually deserve the name Absolute Tactics? Well, I would say no, but it does have a lot of the stuff that you do like to see with these types of games in the gameplay. First of all, there's no flanking with multiple people. There is attack from the back, which is critical. I don't think there's any elevation differences in terms of a height advantage. I don't remember seeing that stuff. But yeah, you do actually have a lot of freedom with your characters. I do like the fact that, yeah, every character has their own weapon type. For example, Huxley could only hit in the front. You're gonna get acclimated with another character right away who can attack two in front. With every single hit, there's another character which is more range, and those weapons are always on those characters. They have special skills that they're going to be learning, but what's really cool is, for the most part, as soon as you finish the first mission, you have freedom to customize your character in terms of changing their weapon types. Oh, I say weapon types, it's more of just the stats on the weapons, headgear, armor piece, and the most important thing, the classes. Yeah, you can change your classes here on the fly, and it's not really sort of like locked in. You can always switch it out. So, for example, Huxley starts with a warrior class. It buffs up a little bit of his strength, etc., his health, and then it gives him an ability. You can level that up even further to unlock even further stats and stuff, but it's cool that you can equip 2 different classes at once. So you can go to the store and purchase, let's say, a sorcerer book. You could equip it alongside your warrior to be some sort of spellblade, or you can get rid of that warrior one and add in 2 different sorcerer types of books, and you can customize them to be that way. It's really nice that you can do that. And yeah, everyone is required, everyone can do it. You can just, take them off of Huxley, put on your other characters, level them up, take it off, and put it on. So it's really customizable that way, and I do appreciate that a lot. Let's see, besides just attacking enemies, they have items as well. They have like Phoenix Downs, potions to cure your HP, etc. All that abnormal status effects. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad game at all. I really like the graphics. I do have to give them props for the nice environments. Awesome colors, lots of range there, 3D environments. The models are kind of 2D-ish cartoony, and yeah, it kind of has that indie feel in terms of the character designs, but my god, the package overall is really good. The only voices I'm hearing throughout the game is just the disembodied voice that the main character hears for the most part. But yeah, the game has personality, it has charm, it has the graphics. There is an easy, normal, and hard mode. I recommend playing the game on hard mode. I really do. This is one of those games that isn't just, oh, if you play hard mode, we're just going to buff up the character's HP and attacks. That's so boring and dumb. I hate that. This one actually adds in more units per map. So it's more of a real challenge, as well as giving you an incentive, because more enemies equal just, more experience in general, all that good stuff. So very cool. There is an optional like hardcore mode that you can, I don't know if it's like hardcore, but it's like just another high difficulty level that you can get after beating the game. And then you can also unlock a I think a wave mode also at the end of the game. So I say, as far as not a crazy gigantic AAA strategy RPG, this is a really well-made indie one. Looks good, feels good, the characters are fun to unlock, and a lot of strategy RPG indie games that I do play, they like to say, hey, this is a strategy RPG, this is a lot of tactics, you're gonna have fun strategizing and customizing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna name drop them, but I've played so many that are like, hey, this is crazy strategy. No, it's more like a puzzle game. You have a specific character, you have a specific thing you have to do. But in this game, I felt that there's a lot of choices with not just creating your character, but how to go about completing the stages. There's lots of different ways to set up your characters. You have lots of different skills to buff and debuff and alter the environment, putting down traps, putting down barriers to taunt enemies. It's actually not terrible, The only thing I wish it had in the game, and I guess this is the only thing that I wish was in a game called Absolute Tactics, it's when you hover over an enemy and you're about to attack them, I would love to see some sort of preview screen. Like, I think a lot of the Final Fantasy Tactics had it, Tactics Ogres had it. Pretty much when you hover over, you're about to attack, it says, oh, you're going to do 7 to 11 damage, and then they might do like an attack back at you. Because you don't know your character's stuff in the game. You cannot, within each battle, look at your character's stats to be like, okay, this guy's way better with skills. I'm going to have him attack the guy that's weak to skills. But is there enough? I want to see. So, you can always cancel your attacks beforehand, but you can't preview it, which is really weird. I wish they had a preview thing. That's like a big thing. Maybe I'm just spoiled about the quality of life of today's games though. So yeah, it's a really nice game. The story's fun. It's just like a good game. I don't know how to explain it, but they did really good here. I would absolutely recommend it. So yeah, Absolute Tactics, Daughters of Mercy is a really good strategy RPG with lots of freedom and some challenge, but make it hard mode, all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoy, leave a like, it helps a lot. If you haven't already, sub for daily videos. If I didn't answer something you want to know about the game, please let me know down below. If you want to see my playthrough of it, link in the description to the Let's Play channel where I'm uploading all of it into parts, and come by Twitch where I'll be hopefully beating the whole game there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.